Alright, hi everybody. So, we are back with more Dragon Age, the Veilguard. Let me make sure that it's actually working for the correct capture. I don't want to do display capture. Always grabs the wrong thing. There we go. There we go. Okay. This display capture is for Saturday for D&D stuff. So we are back with more Veilguard. I honestly don't remember where we left off. I think we were just running around doing quests, I think. I don't remember for the life of me. It's been a whole week, guys. I don't remember. Ugh. I think we had just done a quest for a Grey Warden. No. We had just done a quest that involved, game is being a little bit laggy. Hang on, I'm trying to have it load.
Something sealed past here.
The magic is strange.
Their blood, not ours.
What did we just did a quest for somebody. For a woman named Sabina. She was looking for her husband.
Time to finish it.
And it turned out the husband had been murdered by a man who owned a pub because his child was sick and he had made a deal with a demon. And that required so many souls or lives or whatever. So we're technically on our way back to talk to her, but I wanna okay, Award, have a good run. We're technically on our way back to her, but I wanted to stop and
Just keep going.
How'd that statue get there?
I've heard there are monsters. Dangerous beasts warped by magic. Maybe even created by it.
The Magisterium would call that a baseless rumor.
Something big could hide down here and never be found.
this is true. So we're on our way back to Sabina, basically. But I wanted to get the chests.
So the wardens uncover a journal. It leads to a clutch of griffin eggs, and the damn things hatch.
Is there a question in there?
Usually there would be. Yep.
Trouble over on your left! Nice hit. Back to what we were saying. Is there a question in there?
Usually there would be. Guess I'm still stunned.
Come on. You must have seen Stranger.
Sure. But I wish I'd seen that.
That's a quest later. That's a quest later. Oof. Game is being a lag.
Got company.
They don't have any heads.
Would you look at Rook?
He didn't have a head. Not while I was fighting him, at least. It's because I'm sprinting. Stuff doesn't like to load when you're sprinting in this game, apparently.
Come to think of it, we haven't heard anything.
Hi, Kuma. Ward is doing her run, so she may not see your message for a little bit.
Sabina, you're back. But Atticus, the man who took Atticus's life, he thought it would save his child, but it wasn't right. Atticus.
If there's anything you need, I'll see what I can do.
I don't know. I need time and to put his name on the wall of light. Thank you. At least for letting me know.
Dogtown's desperate are being targeted, then falling victim to demons. The Snake Nest owner, the people Compassion found, what if it's all the work of the same demon?
It's a good theory, and bad news for the people it targets.
If we keep up the work in Dogtown, maybe we'll find more.
Alright. We can do a little bit more exploring for Dogtown because now we have the people required to unlock some of the areas.
Have you tried cessfish on the other side of the city?
I can't go that way. Ah. Oh, now we can get through here because we've got Tosh. A little behind.
Got us at range. Watch it. My job's done. Your turn. Rook takes credit there.
Beat the odds.
Here goes nothing.
Hey, we unlocked that passage. My bad. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I almost failed. You spawned again? Really? Okay. This area, I think, has been broken for a while. Because it never lets me out. And I feel like there's supposed to be something that we're supposed to interact with. Like this thing. It just doesn't let me. I don't know if it's broken because of mods. Or if it's just broken like the one area in Navarra. But who knows? Who knows? It's broken. So we've got another chest down here. Oh god. That I didn't mean to do. Meant to fall there. Look out, Davin. Open this door. Ah, the bar area.
Getting used to the ship, the lectures?
A dragon here? I never thought.
You never think it will happen to you.
Here they come. Over on your right.
There.
That's a win.
Those guys are dealt with. Ooh, I made it across, you lying sack of crap.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around this whole thing. We've got literal gods walking around trying to end the world.
Does it bother you they're elven gods?
It won't help our reputation, that's for sure. But me, I never gave our gods much thought. We're just a myth.
Not anymore.
Nope, not anymore.
Consider it done.
Chest. Oh, go in. Let me see my map. Oh, can I actually do this now? I didn't know if I could do that yet.
Company, get ready.
Nice move, bro. That's how wardens get it done.
That's one for us. Look there.
This isn't what I thought it was. This is a different one. But this is fine. It's good to do this too.
Determination. Is that the shape of your will?
It's the trapped necropolis spirit. Last one.
At last, my comrade. When you fought a pretty haze and cracked the heart, burn the soul. Whatever you are, give me my freedom if you can.
Get clear!
I'm good to go.
There you go. Take him out.
Company's ready.
And it's dead.
Well, that's done.
That's it. The necropolis door to the demon, the real demon these all came from, should be open.
We
We
know
won't
where to go to end it.
we won't be doing that for a hot second because that's a dragon. And it's not fun. Alright. Hi, Halo. We haven't done any story stuff. We just defeated a demon that will for that door. That's all. We haven't done anything story-wise. How do I remember if I can how I get down there? Jump up! Get up! There we go. But he's being a brat. Okay, got that chest. I don't really want to talk to Morgan just yet. We want to do kind of everything else first. That's last quest. That's a story quest. So we're not going to the necropolis either. Because doing that one is really hard. We need to be I need to have most of my gear. I need to have everybody upgraded. I need to be all the way upgraded. Because he's not very nice. So, that demon is not very nice. Alright. So, we're gonna do stuff here in the Fade. Or in the Crossroads. Especially now that we have all of the areas unlocked. Hi, buddy. Did you want to come up? You can come up. Everybody got baths yesterday. And Buddy got his sweater washed yesterday. Yesterday was a busy day. Halo, what happened? Obviously, you don't have to talk about it if you really don't want to, but...
Better be ready. Time to fight!
Oh, I don't want to fight, though. You can fight that one. We're gonna go down here and...
Funny to think elves lived here once. Actual cities. Right in the Fade.
And we're gonna get another one of these little things. These little Fenrirel
It's another
statues.
of those statuettes. The memory fragments.
Conveniently placed.
It is conveniently placed, isn't it?
Ambush!
And there it is. Company to the right.
Don't like the Reavers, they're really annoying.
Finale moves yours.
Ooh. misunderstanding about where Dan's tights were that led to... Messy room search, tears, carefully looking under the bed for said tights. Hubby was then woken too early, and food was found in Babu's room. Tights were nowhere near where anyone thought they were. Oof.
Coming, it rains!
I mean, when you're the only one awake, I get having to do it yourself.
Let's do this again.
And obviously, Babu was incredibly upset already, and when you're upset,
Crap. That statue was a
it's-
fake. But if the faded
it's
ones
hard
were
to look and
reflections
do
of
for
something
things.
else, the real one could be close.
I get it. I'm not gonna give you shit. I just,
Another of those
Be careful.
Harel altars.
and make sure that you monitor your incision site and make sure that it's not bleeding or the stitches haven't come undone. So, that's all. I mean, you can have a quick shower, but have a safe shower.
Break through! The Antom are trying to cut us off.
That means we're on the right track. Now it's your turn. Set up, you do the rest. Take your shot. Still standing, not bad.
Trouble! Go! Go!
No, That's not what I wanted you to hit. There we go. It's got more health.
There. I'd say that's where we're headed.
Eyes open.
Watch for ranged attack!
We're under fire.
Coming in range!
Dolphin's ready. Beat the odds there.
All right. Another statuette.
Statuette is the real thing. A memory fragment. And not just because it was very well guarded.
Nah, they can fight them. We don't need to fight them.
Go, go, go!
We're gonna go in here and have this fight.
Intrusion.
What's wrong? Is it the undead we've been fighting?
Corruption seeps in, Dweller. It overflows here. Staunch it.
What were we talking about? Nev, what do you make of Rook?
New to the game in some ways, but seems to know what she's doing.
Or good at pretending she knows what she's doing.
Are you testing whether I'm hard of hearing?
Don't mind us. Just seeing if the boss is a good listener.
I am now.
Veil of Focus, or Focus of the Veil. Excuse me.
About to have a problem.
These guys aren't too far off of where we are, only 2 levels lower. So, this is another one of those revenants.
But we know how to handle them. Let's get to it.
I don't remember what his story is.
Get up and fight! Here it comes.
Take it to them! Nice hit, Rook.
Wish my shield blocked as well as this guy's did.
All set.
Our children orphaned.
I'm ready. Let's go. Time is yours.
This one can heal itself too.
That means it's weakening the Fade Tear. Stay on it!
My job's done. Your turn.
That should weaken it.
He also sends out these stupid blight things,
Got us from a distance.
tendrils.
In darkness long lamented.
Time is yours.
And I have such a hard time getting out of the way of them, and you can't run through them.
I've got the setup. You do the rest.
You will literally just get damaged if you try to run through them, so
A wellspring prey.
you gotta wait for him to come to you or force him to come to you. He's like 7-ish levels higher than us.
It's healing again, and the tear's getting weaker.
So he's not too far ahead of us. So this one shouldn't be as bad as the Pelisan one, because that one, he was like 10 or 15 levels ahead of us. It was brutal. Ugh. You aren't who I meant to grab, but alright.
A wellspring prey.
Take him out!
Get rid of these ads.
Now it's your turn.
I dodged that, excuse you?
Fire. Look out.
Job, Davrin.
Whatever gets it done.
Got us from a distance.
Our children orphaned.
I think this Revenant has manifested as all of the people that have been slaughtered through Solas's, well, not just Solas, but everyone who's been killing in the Fade, which is us as well.
The Phage Tear and the Revenant are both gone. And the Revenant left its essence behind like before. These Revenants aren't just... Every one of these gets us a little further.
Sit in his throne? No, not damn it. Alright. Andraste's Will, a unique ring that never gets used. So that's everything on this particular island. I think we have to go to this one now. Nope, undo that. I don't... Unmark, thank you. Alright. We gotta kill a lot of darkspawn in this area to unlock something special. So, let's get to it.
Nev, on that Vol Dorma job, what exactly was the mime doing?
You ran into him.
Yeah.
What mimes do, annoy people. Oh, he had some real talent.
But why were you staking him out?
Because the dwarf, Furious Butch, he was going to make contact.
Furious Butch?
Mean as pie.
Here we go! More of that, bro!
Where were we?
But why were you staking him out?
Because the dwarf, Furious Butch, he was going to make contact.
Furious Butch?
Meanest pie maker I ever met.
And another Fenarel altar.
Don't remember where the statue is. Ugh.
We're not alone.
used to be an old Grey Warden. Ooh, our first legendary. Used to be an old Grey Warden fortress that got trapped in the Fade.
They're at range. I can use the practice.
Behind you. Watch it.
Gotta move.
So I don't know if anyone who is here currently remembers, but the well in the Hosberg wetlands that had the echo in it, it manifested here as well,
Made it through that one.
down in here.
Wait. That well. Is it reminding anyone else of the one we sealed up?
The one that consumed a family?
Sealed.
Echo of an echo. We're going down.
So it was you.
You.
That's for the Voss family.
Family.
And now it will never hurt
I think it's
anybody
gone.
ever again.
The family has justice, at least.
We should send word to Ida. No one needs to fear the well anymore.
Eyes open.
Way to take it to them, man.
Alright. The hands are falling asleep. Ward, did you, I don't know if you're there or not, did you go to the grocery store?
Look at that. Like a cross-section of a cave.
Every time
Hello,
I feel like I need a bath.
Hi, Raz.
Another tendril gone. Oh, don't let it get on you.
The doubling? What doubled? The sound alert doubled? I don't know why it would be doubled. That's weird.
That's not going back.
That many bones means that something bad happened here. Or is about to.
Why? Why is there an echo with the sound alerts? I don't know. And I wouldn't have the foggiest idea of how to fix it either. So, unfortunately, y'all are just gonna have to learn to deal with it for now.
Another revenant?
Never near us nor the roots. Their teeth,
Now,
his regrets. Destroy what rises.
That explains the bones.
Thank you for the 10 stream streak, Halo.
The Revenant's awake. This one's even stronger.
Yeah, this one is way over what we are. He's always been a bit of a problem. He's vulnerable to ice, so I'm glad I brought Nev. Wah! My retainer just stuck to my straw. It's not, it's just I was in the middle of the fight.
Vengeance! Unavenged! Unjust end!
Woo!
It's drawing power from the Fade Tag.
Not just the tear, the blight.
Through the day, no nap, and dinner, shower, not yet. Now you get to sit back and relax.
The sun snuffed out!
There we go.
A wisp of what was!
Oh, he died. He died.
It's gone. And the Fade Tag too. That'll slow down the gods' plans, at least on this island. Another Fade Tag closed, another Revenant destroyed, and another essence gained. That makes 3 essences. We should start looking for somewhere. Every one of these gets us a little further.
So we're not gonna do this one either, where the Revenant tiers lead. Because again, it's very difficult. And I have to be a little bit more geared up. This is where it was. I have to have more skill points, more abilities, better gear. I have to go back. I forgot something over here. Oh, where?
I'm still trying to work.
We have to kill like 50 darkspawn in this area, and it's just ugh.
Well, anyway,
I'm still trying to work out the whole Dorma job.
which part? Not short on options.
You said the dwarf, Furious Butch, was a pie maker?
His elderberry. Now there's a treat. But it was also a front.
The pie shop?
The product. He smuggled lyrium through the rhubarb pie.
Makes sense. Nobody likes rhubarb. We'd find out.
And that's where the mine comes into play.
As they always do.
There it goes. I've been booped. Give.
And another Fenarel altar.
Oh, it's over there. That's right. So we need 50 to kill 50 darkspawn to get in here. But that's, I think, just in this area. So we'll be coming back into this area eventually. Jump. Oh. Where?
Be ready.
Alright. Another skill point. And now that Halo is here, we can do one of Solas's memories that's over here. It's okay. Got busy. And it wasn't, there were other things to do in this area, so it wasn't like that I was in here just for this. Alright.
Over there. Another entryway, like the one that took us to that soul. There. It's happening again. We're in another of Solas's memories. Remember last time? The past really can still hurt you.
Andaran Atishan, Lassa Gilan.
Spirits, Fade friends, come forth. Enter the circle. Reveal yourselves.
Solas. Whatever happened in this memory, he was personally involved.
Spirits, the Dread Wolf asks for your assistance on a crucial mission.
The false gods, the Evanuris, have overreached. I shall humble them. Within this citadel lies a relic, with the power to imprison even a god. With it, I can bring their tyranny to an end, forever.
You are spirits of chaos, disorder, and disruption. We ask you to disrupt the Citadel's defenses. Give us the opening to get that relic. For freedom!
Solas sent these spirits out to fight the gods. If we're spirits of disruption, let's act like it.
Can do.
Spirits! How did the wolf call up so many?
Remember, they can hurt us. Stay sharp. Okay. We're through.
The gods told us this fortress couldn't be breached!
That's the last of them. More enemies. Go!
They bring the strength of the Fade!
You guys are also just really weak.
We're almost through to their citadel, and the Evanuris know it.
They've changed their plans. Elganon may be a tyrant, but he is not a fool. That means the relic is genuine. We are close, and Elganon is afraid. Put our strongest in the vanguard. Prepare to breach the citadel. It will not be easy, but we shall win the day.
No, Halo, you must deal with her sad
Lead
eyes.
the charge and do what you do best. Whatever champions the gods send against you, bring them down.
More of them.
Death to all tyrants!
Reinforcements! We need more reinforcements!
You must hold fast! To victory!
The gods send aid! This is as far as you go!
Disruption fought to the last, and it was all for nothing. We couldn't take the Citadel.
Wait, that body's me.
It was not for nothing, my friend. The distraction the spirits gave us allowed our agents to retrieve the relic.
Distraction?
No force could have breached this citadel. But it was necessary for the enemy to believe we were committed. A heavy sacrifice, but one that gave us a real chance to end the war.
You knowingly sent all those spirits to their deaths. Solas, we're supposed to be better than that.
They died true to their nature, doing what they loved, Falasan. Let that be a comfort, that this war did not corrupt them into something different from what they were supposed to be.
Yeah, one of many things Falasan did not agree with, which ultimately led to him being betrayed by Solas.
A ruse. That's all it was. By this point, Solas didn't care who he sacrificed if it meant stopping the Evanuris.
Maybe they would have volunteered to die for his cause, but he never asked.
Let's see what this fragment can tell us.
I do believe that is all of our wolf statuettes. Those are all of our memories up till this point. All the ones we can find in the Fade. Can't get that yet. We're not gonna do that one yet. Not gonna do that one yet. Alright, let's head back to the lighthouse. My butt hurts. Ugh. Hold still. You're okay. I got you. I just need to sit forward. Alright, so now we can go and give our people their prezzies. Looks like he has something to say to us.
It looks like our boy Hassan is feeling his oats. Or whatever griffins feel.
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy. You wait for my command. We attack together. Then we can kill stuff like that.
Well, at least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death. Like wolves hunting deer. Just need to corral it.
Sounds like the perfect soldier. And even flies.
Aerial cavalry. A full-grown griffin is a force of nature. Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
Like his name says, he's an arrow.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts of both, griffins will always be hunters.
Just like his daddy Davrin.
I suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that?
Most of my life I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that? And here I am.
That's not so bad, is it?
Not the path I expected. Makes me wonder about Hassan, his brothers and sisters. Still young. Pure.
You're worried?
I'm responsible for the future of every griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight. But I wonder if there's another path for them.
I'd like to think everyone can find a new path. Even griffins.
Just wish I knew what it was.
Doesn't every good parent?
Parents. A scary word. I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
What do you think you've been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Hurlock, that's on me. If it's Hassan, I just don't want to mess it up.
I think that's where trust comes in. That Turlum idea you keep talking about? Trust Hassan to find his way. Don't force things.
He's headstrong.
Good thing you are too.
Right. Thanks for the chat.
Give him his present.
Good taste.
All right. Anybody else have something to say? Ah.
Why do you run around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them?
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just... Why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Is this about what your mother said on the beach?
No.
What'd she say?
Tasha's mother said that Tash acted more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy?
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
This isn't about the dress, is it?
No, it's... I don't know. She always says stuff like that. About how I dress, how I act.
And?
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels... right. Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Nah.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
Hey, it's not stupid. I do like being a woman, but if you don't, maybe that's something to think about.
But what does it mean?
It could be about your mother's expectations, or about how it feels to be a woman and Kunari. Or maybe it's being a woman, period.
How would knowing that help? It won't change anything.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh?
To look at, I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
So Tosh doesn't feel like a woman, or doesn't like being a woman.
Lucanus.
Oh.
Where is he?
Where's Lucanus? I know where Lucanus is.
Back, demon! No further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanus go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
What's going on? Lucanus?
It's not Lucanus, it's the demon. It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Rook, do something!
Spite, stop. You're not taking Lucanus through the Alluvion.
I could, if you'd move.
So you can take him where? Off a cliff, or worse?
How did... Rook? Dash?
You tried to walk through the Alluvion in your sleep.
Spite wanted out.
I need coffee.
Are you sure you're alright?
This could be better. It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
I'll be more careful next time.
We do have magical experts here, you know. Once they put their heads together, they'll fix this.
I already talked to Nev and Bellara. Don't worry about it. This won't happen again. And thanks.
Spite was in control. Alright. We need to talk to Bellara and Emmerich. I was like, what is his name?
A helper waits within.
A helper waits within. It's a wisp. We need another one. I don't remember when it spawns. Hockey mistress!
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels, fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance, how would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
What does Manfred understand exactly?
Simple things, but he grows. Spirits of curiosity are voracious learners. The more he experiences, the more sophisticated his conclusions. With guidance, of course.
Manfred!
Where or who do you get his body from?
There was no single donor. The arms were recovered from a charnel pit. The ribs were a gift from a dear friend. And Manfred's wisp picked out his own skull from some donations. That was quite the day. He's been fine company during my necropolis excursions ever since.
Yep, same to you.
It's just Manfred's way of saying hello. I encountered him as a wisp in the necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead, inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
It's got to bring back a little peace, at least.
That's my belief as well. I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred.
Give him his gift.
How thoughtful, Rook.
Alright. So now we gotta go talk to Balara.
I cannot say.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did. Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Also that, it's kind of mean.
Just insult it right back. Assuming you know how to insult a spirit?
I've never thought about it. How would you do that? Emmerich might know. That is an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God-level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
Really condescendingly, based on experience so far.
Right! You wouldn't ask questions, you'd tell them what to do, so let's try that. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenar, a steward of her glory. Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. That was us.
What do you mean by that was us?
The Dalish called them that. Forgotten Ones, I mean. I don't know what they were before. You weren't supposed to speak their names or else they'd come for you. Remember the nursery rhymes? You know, unlike the upstanding Gillenane or Elgernon. So who knows what they really were? The Forgotten Ones. They used to say Solas was one, so best case scenario like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Archive, tell me about the Dreadwolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price. When Anaris dispatches the Evanuris, he will spare a thought for Fen'Harel.
Archive, tell me about the Evanuris.
A group of cowards, hiding behind their more powerful magic and superior numbers. Their jealousy of Anaris was palpable. Their war is unending. But Anaris will prevail.
You've got a chance to learn more about our people. Go for it. Just be careful and try not to break anything.
Right. Thanks, Rook.
All thanks must be given to Anaris, for he will cast down the oppressive Evanuris and take his rightful place.
What a shame I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Appreciate the support.
Alright. So now, I think we're mostly ready to move on with the story. So we will head to Docktown. Looks like it is taking its time to load. My God. I have to get up super early tomorrow morning. Ugh. I have a haircut at 3. So my normal Thursday therapy appointment has to be morning.
And
It's exciting.
instead of in the
I still don't
afternoon.
know how anyone sleeps through the noise.
So you have to be up and at 'em at 9:30 in the morning, which is for me very early.
And now a dragon.
All right, let's go meet with Morrigan. I do believe it's Morrigan. This is an important story, so please pay attention if you care about the story.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how
It's
Varric
our
and I served
Inquisitor!
the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Llewellyn, the woman who led us all.
Andaran Artishan. Anathara. I wish we could be meeting without our gods threatening to blight the world.
A blight that spreads wider with each passing heartbeat.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane. I won't let you down. Don't worry about me. Worry about the people you've recruited, and about the people depending on you. I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra.
So, for those of you who are paying attention, if you look at the Inquisitor's hands, you remember that she had cut off one of her hands at the end of Inquisition, and it is now replaced by a wooden
Leliana
hand.
And Cullen with me from the start. Without Dorian's magic and Josephine's diplomacy, we never would have come together to stop Corypheus. Years later, I had to disband the Inquisition, but I never lost the friends who had gotten me through it all. Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on. Do right by them, and you'll find your way. We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your team.
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet her.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the south.
Elganon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Darkspawn have cut through the center of Orlais. Valrorio and Halam Shiral are barely holding out. Ferelden would have fallen already, if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, the Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe. The Free Marches have the worst of it. Acting Viscount Aveline Valen led the evacuation of Kirkwall. She's taking her people and what's left of her army to help Prince Vale keep Starkhaven.
Maker, we didn't know. My mom...
Don't worry. I called in a favor with the Divine. Your mother's safe with some old friends.
Thank you.
The Inquisition might be gone, but my name still carries some weight. I've used it to get people working together where they can. Again, The South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the Blight.
I've been having trouble getting people in authority to listen to us. If you help with some of your political strength...
My political strength? Tevinter hates me. The Venatori helped make sure of that. And while I have a few friends in the Wardens, their leadership hasn't much cared for me since we clashed at Adamant Fortress.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette? We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solas's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him. Somehow.
Solas is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Solas is trapped in the Fade. He's not my biggest concern at the moment.
Solas is trapped in your dreams, and while he cannot match Elganon or Gillenane in strength, he is far more cunning. He is the Dreadwolf. He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many times do you think the gods thought him trapped and helpless?
Solas was... important to me. If this statuette helps you understand him, if it uncovers something that... Honestly, I don't know. I wish I did. But this feels like a part of him. And whatever he and I once were, I think... I hope... it might help you.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
So the south is falling to Darkspawn. How tragic.
We should take a break. Head back to the lighthouse for a bit.
All right. So now we go back to the lighthouse. This is going to be a long stream, like a long section, because we're going to go through all the statuettes. So this is going to be a long section of story. So if you need to go to the bathroom or need a snack, I suggest you do it now before we settle in for this.
Rook, just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except us, seems like. Guess the First Warden holds a grudge.
Calling wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an archdemon with them.
The other archdemons are dead. Only Razikale and Lucican live. So which one is it?
No one has a good look yet. Makes it hard to tell. Rook, if the gods have an archdemon, Warden lore says archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solas. See if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
Alright, I hope everybody's ready. Gonna watch our first memory here. Or regret. They're actually regrets.
You cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Evanuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dreadwolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods? Well, mine and Davrin's, and Rook's.
It's not every day you witness the start of a religion. I wonder if they're all this disappointing.
I wish they were monsters. Something grand and terrible. Seeing them like that, they're no better than Tevinter nobles.
But no worse, either. They were people. And people can let you down.
All right. What else can we take from this memory?
Elgranon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solas, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solas were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgernon over him. A betrayal.
I think I get where Mythal is coming from.
Really?
We've just finished some big war, everyone is exhausted, and now Elganon won't give up power? If Mythal sided with Solas, would Elganon have backed down?
Not a chance.
It would have led to another war. Mythal tried to keep the peace.
And Solas must see that, but still can't accept that she chose peaceful politics over his ideals.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solas wishes to forget.
His regrets. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solas? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dreadwolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If there's a way to restore the rest of these murals, Solas would have kept it in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
Alright. So that was our first regret.
was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanurus seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Though I wish I could believe you. I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanurus and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must. The Blight is our mistake.
Did Mythal call Solas love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they expressed things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
As someone who has Solas talking in my dreams, I'm with Balara. I just can't see Solas carrying on a secret affair with Mythal.
Can't because you don't think he would? Or can't because you don't want to think about it while he's in your head?
Both.
Yes.
So the Dread Wolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made us something called the Void. Drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. Does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
The Blight's one of the only things that really scares Solas. He came to Mythal afraid.
And she took it seriously, too.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solas says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solas wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, she met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice.
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Okay, sorry, point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
Solas tried to do the right thing by warning Mythal about the other gods using the Blight, but he got her killed.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
So Halo, one of these memories is going to talk about something that you've had questions about. So, when we get to it, I will, I'll remind you.
You dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power!
You will pay the final price for this betrayal.
We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mythal, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
So he locked the gods away and created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture, our world.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elgar'nan and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the Veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes, to keep them from accessing the Fade. But was the creation of the Veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
Davrin and I have fought the Blight for years. It's terrifying. Watching the gods poison his world, his people. I understand why Solas would do anything to stop it.
I know, Rook. I'm not denying that. I wish there'd been a better way. That's all.
So does he. This isn't a memory he's proud of.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solas trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlethan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just... the Chant of Light says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
The Maker was never my faith, Lace, but I don't think you have to give it up.
But what they taught us was just wrong. What if the Maker just doesn't exist?
The Chant of Light might be wrong, but it's been made and changed by people over 1,000 years.
There was a whole verse about an elf named Shartan, and the Chantry just cut it out.
So maybe the Golden City was meant as a metaphor, or maybe it was added because of politics. That might change the history, but it doesn't have to change your whole faith.
The Dalish clans are struggling with the same thing. What do we keep? What do we lose?
The elven gods, the Maker. No matter who you light a candle to, you've got some hard questions to ask yourself right now.
Doctrine is not the truth. It is one of many paths to the truth.
I recognize the sentiment, though not the specific quote. Who said that?
My mother.
Ah. Questions of faith aside, we have some very real gods that still need killing.
Looks like there are
Doesn't
3
it
more
look
of these
super
murals
cool?
with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.
He uses it as a walking staff most of the time. So
You
bright.
have so long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides, this talk of taking on a solid form. I think you underestimate the danger. When you took the glowing stone to build your body, did the earth not shake?
Delirium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solas. To withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elganon. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
What? This is astounding. The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
Hey, Lucanus. Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry, but... what?
Okay, no. This whole spirit thing is stupid, and I vote we ignore it.
Seconded.
To be clear, this memory only shows that the first elves originated from spirits. You three are no more spirits than anyone else conceived naturally.
Conceived naturally? Guess I'll go ask my mother.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
The entire idea is preposterous. Who would even believe us?
It does seem outlandish when taken out of context, I admit.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Irulan, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one would believe us.
Okay. We keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solas himself was a spirit.
What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is Elven for pride.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solas didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right. He only agreed after Mythal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solas was scared.
Halo,
They
pay
built
attention
their
here.
bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
They hurt the Titans.
Lyrium is the blood of the Titans.
The Titans would have felt it as an attack. They defended themselves.
The first memory we saw with Elganon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
Lace, I'm so sorry.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solas regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried. You said it yourself.
He did it for Mythal. Everything that followed, he could have prevented, if he just told her no.
Then he's got a war on his conscience. Plus, whatever we find next.
I think we only have one, maybe two left. We're not quite done Halo, with the Titans. Halo, hang on. I don't remember your question either, but this is everything here kind of goes over all of the stuff with the Titans.
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
Solas made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. He passed me in the halls of Skyhold for a year. He made polite conversation, and he knew. He knew what he did.
Lace, what my people did to yours, that's unforgivable.
You don't need to apologize.
Well, someone should.
Our leaders attacked the Titans for their lyrium. Then, when the war turned against the elves, our leaders did this.
And when the war was over, they enslaved your ancestors. No. Solas, Mythal, and Elgernon are the ones who need to apologize.
To do such a thing. No wonder regret eats away at Solas.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solas regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
Mierda.
You can't. That's not possible.
When a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind. Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The song of Lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the Blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion. Evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal. Mistreated and imprisoned for centuries. Until all it knows is fear.
What does this mean for Darkspawn? Should we be trying to help them?
I don't believe so. If the Blight is a corrupted dream, Darkspawn may be mindless manifestations of its anger.
Right. They're not people. We're never going to get through to them.
The Titans are a problem for later. We have Elgernon and Gillenane to deal with now.
And then I want Solas to look me in the eye and answer for what he did.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mythal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
So, from the very beginning, in the correct order, it should be Elgernon and Gillenane and the other Evanuris all were spirits. They were spirits who manifested and wanted to be physical and have all the same power that they did when they were spirits. So they went to the Titans and took their blood. They took the lyrium and built their own bodies out of that. So they are pure magic, which is why their magic is different than the magic that is used now. So because of this, a war broke out. And to end that war, Solas and Mythal forged a weapon, the lyrium dagger that we now carry. And they severed the connection from the Titans to their dreams, creating the Blight. The Blight is this, awful force of madness, and it infects people. And so from there, the Evanuris Andrul basically finds what is physical blight and forges it into armor, which causes this madness, this plague, this terribleness. And after the armor is put away, the Evanuris decide they want to use it for themselves, to help them have more power. And that creates another war. And in between all of this, the Evanuris enslave the ancient Elven. And Solas gets involved when the ancient Elven are enslaved, because he obviously doesn't want his people to be slaves. And so he gets involved. And so the Evanuris turn to the Blight, and then Solas forces them into the Veil. Or he creates this prison that causes the Veil. But there is one more memory that we have, and this is, I think, the tipping point for Solas of why he absolutely had to stop the Evanuris, and what tipped him to putting them in a prison. It's so bright every time.
I knew you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god, the strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one.
I was
that can
wrong.
contain
This
them.
is a different memory.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the elven people? They deserve it.
The elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
I was wrong. That is not the memory I thought it was. That was what we saw at the end of Inquisition.
Solas killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solas woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
Every big mistake Solas made is tied to Mythal. He sacrificed his life as a spirit to join her.
He sacrificed his morals when he created the dagger to stop the Titans.
When the other gods struck her down, he destroyed the Elven Empire to avenge her.
Then he wakes up in this world, where everything's gone but his mistakes. And there she is, alive.
And after all he's done, she sides against him again.
All these mistakes are his fault. And hers too. If she won't help him fix the world, of course he has to kill her.
So, how does everything we know help us now?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solas thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
Solas has caused a lot of damage, but he's not like Elgernon, trying to wreck the world to rule it. He's trying to repair the damage he caused, and he knows he made mistakes. There might be hope for him.
You don't think he'll turn on us?
No, he's totally gonna turn on us. I mean, after that.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller. Almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
All right. Now we're gonna enter the crossroads and talk to whoever our visitor is. So those were all of Solas's regrets. The first time I kind of saw those, I wondered why there wasn't one for the Inquisition and the Inquisitor, but he has never regretted their relationship and how he fell in love with her. So it makes sense to me why it's not in there. Oregon.
Well met, Rook.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solas and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solas spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait, how do you know exactly what we saw of Solas's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
So, if Mythal was originally a spirit, maybe that's how she survived her body's death.
Very good. Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit, she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solas. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
Assuming you are who you say you are, how much is a fourth elven god gonna complicate things?
Only as much as you may allow.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
You would have met Solas in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solas a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elganon? Or Solas?
The last time Mythal faced Elganon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solas?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right. So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
Wow. You woke up to a god floating over you.
'Twas a state between dream and wakefulness where strange things may happen to the spirit. Mythal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mythal's and of those who bore her.
This story is based off the canon, which is that the warden that we play in the first game is an elven female who dies without romancing anybody. That will not be our playthrough, which is why I'm okay spoiling it. So because she doesn't romance anybody, we can't influence the person who is the father of Morrigan's son, Kieran. So in the canon, Morrigan does not have a child. So she doesn't talk about her son here because she doesn't have one in the canon version.
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
I guess someone as powerful as Mythal could bond with whoever she wanted.
Perhaps her death at the hands of the other elven gods forced her further from your people.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes. The Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solas?
I should ask you. Mythal knew Solas better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf, were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way, but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solas and Mythal, I beg you, Do not ask this of me again.
I never know which one to choose for this. Because he is all of these things. He's trying to help, he's torn but doesn't know it, he's trapped. He's a self-pitying monster. He is all of these things. I can put that one.
Solas talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think, deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solas your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solas was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Maybe there's a way we all get what we want.
Do you truly believe such a thing?
Well, maybe at least what we deserve.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solas recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Another fragment of Mythal? In addition to the one inside you?
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
All of that sounded great until survived the encounter.
You know Solas, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Gillenane, or against the Dreadwolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
So we don't have to fight her. We can actually just go speak to her.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanurus, and then by Solas, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solas is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Elganon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand, inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
There is one more thing, if I may. Something whispered not by myself, but Mythal. The elves have learned many of the glories and horrors of ancient Elvenon. Yet your people live in this world now as the old elves never could. Know it as they could not. There is your strength. 'Tis why you shall surpass what came before one day.
Did Mythal see this? Is it a prediction?
A hope. From a mother to her distant children, no less beloved than any before them.
I do want to change potentially. Yeah, I do want to change who my party is. Because there are different reactions. I just want to change to Balara instead of Davrin, because Davrin's not going to give a shit. So we will go talk to her now.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail. War. Be sundered completely.
Getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was.
There she is.
That has to be her.
Mythal herself. There's so much we could learn if... Do you think she might talk to us instead of attacking?
Guess we'll find out.
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. I never again expected to see my children in the Dreadwolf's crossroads. And you know who I am.
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanurus, if this can be called surviving. Solas. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Have you come to seek the blessing of your god? Or did you come to ask your god to sacrifice herself to help you defeat the monsters Elganon and Gillenane have become?
I came here to ask for your help. The gods have endangered the world, and...
You dare explain to me what they are doing? You are 1,000 years from knowing the proper words.
We saw Solas's memories, his regrets.
You saw the recollection he cultivated like a tree, twisting to catch the sun. You wish for my help? Convince me. Make your case, and I will yield my essence willingly to help you against Elganon and Gillenane. Fail, and I shall kill you for wasting my time, or you will kill me and obtain my essence in doing so. A harder-edged, simpler version. It has been centuries since a petitioner stood before me, so why should I help you?
Solas is helping me.
Solas is using you. Besides, why should I esteem the Dreadwolf's approbation? He rebelled against me.
But the two of you stayed close.
Until he killed the tattered fragment of me who hid inside the human swamp witch and wept. He keeps me here, yet has not visited since waking from his slumber. Tell me this. What should I have done when Solas turned against me after all we had been to one another?
Maybe you should have listened when he warned you about staying on as rulers after the war.
Are you saying I was wrong?
You asked me what you should have done. I can't prove my worth by lying to you. Solas didn't want to manifest a physical body or destroy the Titans. He did things he hated because he cared about you. Supporting you and Elganon becoming rulers was the one line he wouldn't cross. If someone who followed you everywhere refused to follow you there, what does that say?
Not bad, but not enough. Let us speak of something else.
If I don't stop the gods, the whole world will be corrupted by the Blight.
That is why you must succeed, so tell me why I must help you.
We know the truth about the Blight. We know it came from the imprisoned dreams of the Titans after you and Solas defeated them.
And?
Stopping the Blight mattered enough for you to talk with Solas, even after he rebelled against you. It mattered enough for you to stand against the other gods.
And I was struck down for doing so, betrayed by those I had ruled beside for centuries.
You made the difficult choice to protect your home, because it was the right thing to do. Help me do the same.
If you wish to prove your worth, you must do better than that.
You can't want Elganon and Gillenane to rule the world. Not after what they did to you.
I ruled alongside them for centuries. I bear them no love now, and they were ever flawed, as all rulers are. Yet they were better than the others who threatened your ancestors. Monsters like the Titans, or selfish fools like Anaris. Set the Blight aside, and tell me why I should help you topple your own gods.
What they did to you was wrong.
And you care so deeply for the injustice done to me thousands of years ago.
You deserve justice. And they deserve to be punished for misusing their power and killing you when you tried to check them.
Your arguments are compelling. I find you worthy, Rook. I have spent thousands of years watching. I shall miss that. But if what I am can protect the innocent and smite the guilty, this is what remains of me. I give it to you freely. Use it to protect this world with kindness when possible and cunning when necessary.
I will. Thank you.
I offer one further boon. I cannot enter the physical world or the pure Fade, but in this place, I still carry some power. Evil has intruded here. The Blight, seeded by Elganon and Gillenane. Find it, and when you meet your greatest challenge, I will fly one last time.
So we have gained the essence of Mythal. She will help us in the very end in our fight against Solas. Solas.
Like a piece of the sun. I've never felt something so alive.
I don't want to ruin the moment, but what do we do with it?
God knows her moment. At least her essence does. When the time comes, we'll be ready.
She will also help us in our fight. Mythal's light. She will also help us in our fight against the
We did it.
blight
We got Mythal's
that's here.
essence.
And we didn't even have to fight her for it.
Not sure what we do with it just yet, but if Morrigan's telling the truth, it'll come in handy at some point.
Even with her help, that fight though is pretty extensive and tough. So it will not be happening this stream. It will probably be after we reach level like 45. Because I think it's level 50. Alright. So now, please go away. Please go away. Now we can return to the lighthouse. I believe. Ward, have you had dinner yet? So now we have all of these regret murals painted in the places where they have had empty, scratched out things before. So literally almost everybody needs to talk to us. So we're going to do that before we talk to Solas, because I don't want to trigger story stuff just yet.
Well, it's all as you left it.
Close enough. I think the caretaker's been tidying up. Rook, now's not the best time to chat. Let's talk later.
Later then.
Two of them are having a chat. Davin wants to chat with us. So we are romancing Davin. So his scenes will have the romance in them.
Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Some of his scenes, not
Please
all
do.
of them.
I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
Keep dreaming. It's good to have goals in life.
The real dream is getting him to take a nap. So what brings you by?
Nice to have a fellow warden on the team. Our paths may not have crossed at Weishaupt, but we have one experience in common.
Ah, the joining.
The moment they handed us a chalice with archdemon blood.
And the moment we took a sip.
What were we thinking?
My head was exploding. You tell me.
It was nasty, but it was an honor. I was thinking, I'll carry the warden's standard with pride.
I was thinking that I might puke all over the standard.
An exemplary warden in the making.
Good times.
Yeah. Though I can't say I've got it all worked out, being a warden.
Feeling lost?
What's the problem with our illustrious leader? Is the first warden always a pain, or is it me?
A bit of both. You know he's all about discipline.
And I'm not?
Well...
Okay, so maybe I like to keep things loose.
And the first warden wants everything lashed down tight. I can see why you might feel a little lost.
Sometimes I think about the calling, You hear stories about other wardens who've left for theirs. Here, Warden. Thanks for your long service. Now enjoy the creepy sound in your head.
But don't worry, that's just an archdemon calling out to Darkspawn.
And before you succumb to that nasty blood you drank way back, how about you spend your final days in the deep roads?
And take a few Darkspawn up while you're at it.
Nice knowing you.
Can't imagine why you'd be feeling lost.
Well, I find out we've secretly raised griffins this whole time, and you get to play with them. How did I miss that meeting?
Nothing personal. I only got called in when the Gloomhowler showed up.
More like our esteemed first warden is an impossible ass.
Let him be. You and I will sort this ourselves.
Not exactly the army of legend.
Legend in the making. You go to war with the army you have. Weishaupt will come through. Along with a very noisy griffin who'll squawk the enemy to death.
No armor can withstand that.
Don't encourage him.
Won't happen again. See you two around.
All right. So Harding and everybody else.
Any luck tracking down your mystery friend?
The Shaperate didn't like me asking about Shaper Valta. Or harassing people with talk of dwarven magic.
Who cares what they say? That shouldn't stop you.
I don't have a choice. At least I know I'm not gonna find answers in Orzammar.
So, what now?
I was thinking. The voice said look to those closest to the stone. What if she never meant Orzammar?
Eh?
There is another great tide, the original capital of the dwarves, Kalsharak. It was lost during the First Blight, and its people survived in isolation for hundreds of years. They re-emerged, some 20 years ago?
And you think they're close to the stone?
The Kalsharak
Orzammar
dwarves.
can't help. What have I got to lose?
Are you sure Orzammar isn't hiding something?
Pressing them for information would be tricky. I could anger someone important. If Kalsharak doesn't turn out, I can go back to poking at Orzammar. But not before then.
I'm curious about Kalsharak's isolation.
The dwarves took heavy losses during the First Blight. To stop the Darkspawn from overrunning them, they closed off passages in the deep roads. Those that could retreated to Orzammar. Kalsharak was lost. They abandoned the city and its people, sealed them away with the Darkspawn.
There must have been another way. What they did was monstrous.
Can you imagine being trapped, knowing death was coming?
But they didn't die. The rumors...
That the dwarves of Kalsharak had to change to survive? No one's really sure what that means exactly.
When we find them, you can ask. How do we get in touch with these Kalsharak dwarves?
Already working on it. You don't spend 10 years in the Inquisition without making contacts. I should have a meeting set up by the time we're ready to leave.
All right, and there's a quest.
Rook, interested in visiting the Memorial Gardens?
What are you up to?
I must tend to some rites in the necropolis. I'd like to show you its more peaceful side.
And another quest.
Hey, glad you stopped by. I was gonna grab drinks with the Lords of Fortune at the Hilt. Come along if you want. Get to know the Lords.
Sounds good.
Alright. Double chocolate cinnamon rolls? Those sound good. I don't do the bacon stuff. I'm not good at it. You save the recipe and bake them when you're all better. I hit the wrong button because I've been playing Spooderman.
I saw the Hivernal flying by with my own eyes, big as the sky, and ready for the lords to come be heroes. We take it down, and the village nearby will eat like kings and love us for it. It had bright red and blue scales. They'll be worth a fortune, even beyond the Horde.
That's not a Hivernal. You saw a Calton's on. And she's acting normal. She's not one of the dragons blighted by the gods. Going after her would get us killed for no good reason.
I'm gonna have to side with the Lords of Fortune's resident dragon expert.
You sure you're
Have fun watching stuff with Shippy.
Fight it if you want. Tell us where to send your stuff after it kills you.
Aw, sorry, Cutter. Tosh gets final say. We leave the Caltons on alone.
You think I can't fight a dragon just because I don't breathe fire?
You can't fight a dragon because you don't know what you're doing.
Fine. You're the expert.
Well, that was awkward.
Not for me.
There's rumors of another dragon off to the west. Heard anything, Tosh?
Yeah. Not sure if it's blighted like the ones that attacked Minrathous and Treviso. But it's killing people in villages near Arlethan Forest. They need help.
Well, that's glory.
It's a fire breather. They always have lairs with a horde.
And there's gold. Tempted yet?
We might be able to spare the time for a dragon hunt.
Can't wait to see what you find. Now, has Tosh told you about fighting a Gamadon Stormrider in the middle of a typhoon?
Best time to catch him.
Oh, it was glorious, Rook.
I want to hop over and see the crow merchant. should be this guy.
What does spirits spend money on? Never mind. What do you have?
We're gonna go down and do Emmerich's quest. Hate that I can't zoom further out. I don't know that I was doing that, but sure.
Everything's calm. Looks like the candles worked.
Let me know if you need my help the next time you leave for the mortal world.
I will do Emmerich's quest. No, it's stuck in my head, Halo, thanks.
Thank you again for coming. My duties include tending to these rites of remembrance. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago. These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
It's like being in a very, very specialized museum.
Yes, but the purpose of the tableau...
Wait, did one just move?
That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Seems disrespectful to abandon something you built.
Precisely. No wonder there's been an uptick in hauntings.
Wait, what?
Let's continue.
So what now?
We light candles in remembrance of the dead. Would you care to light the candle, Rook? Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon? I'm surprised there was enough to bury.
How interesting that the necropolis moved these gardens so far below.
So the necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber. Could you light the next candle? Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants.
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
Right. Just on the side.
This way, Rook.
You were right about the gardens being peaceful.
The necropolis has its dangers, but these places are a refuge for the dead.
How many people are buried here anyway?
Excellent question. We rarely should take a new census. You'll need to light these candles as well.
I have to do it all. Why can't you light some of the candles?
Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. I was pleasantly surprised by your respect for our undead tableau earlier, Rook. I'm beginning to think people outside Navarra find the necropolis a little unnerving.
The Grey Wardens have some unusual traditions too.
The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me. Ah, look here.
Hi? Should I say hi?
It's curious about you. We're also enjoying the gardens, but with one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really
I can't
are your
open
specialty.
pickles.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
I can't help you, Halo. I have to use a tool to open up my pickle jar.
Belated condolences, if that's worth anything.
Always. We move on, as we must, but those long nights linger about the shadows.
How did you deal with it?
I didn't. When I first arrived here, I was terrified.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come, the
Sure.
next set of graves lies ahead.
It's just a big, this little thing that has different semicircles. You stretch the device out and you put it over it and you close the device and then you twist.
Please, light the next candles if you would.
Yeah, you should probably not try. Halo.
There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a speciality. All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites, I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
It's gotta be the living, right?
Yes, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before. We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body?
Yes, he's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good watcher, faith kept in all our paths.
What was...
The necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
It's part of life.
I wish I'd had your equanimity when I was younger. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, on sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
Well, if Manfred's excited, how can I refuse?
I'm glad you got your pickles,
Cheers,
Halo.
Manfred.
All right. So there is a chest up there that there is supposed to be like a smoky, steamy area over here somewhere that's supposed to like open up. And it never does. That is the one that is constantly glitched for me. But I think I am going to leave this here. I do kind of have a little bit of an early morning tomorrow, so I do want to go to bed a teeny bit earlier today. So I will be ending here. So thank you guys so much for coming, for being here. I appreciate you. We will be back, not tomorrow, but Friday most likely, for more of this. And then we will definitely be back on Saturday for more D&D. So hooray for that. I think we're still technically at our session 0. So we have to finish that. So there is a raid message. I am going to send us on a raid. Yes, Halo, we do need to figure out what we're going to do for that. I have no clue. But I don't remember who I raided on last night. I think I'm gonna send us to Mr. Cerulli Cat. He is playing some Power Wash Sim. The second one. That's always a good time. Very chill, relaxing time. I hope he's not ending, because he's been up for a little while. But I'm gonna send this to Mr. Cerulli Cat. Again, thank you so much for being here. We will be back Friday for more Dragon Age Veilguard. Remember to take care of yourselves. Eat, drink, rest, do your stretches. I'll see you next time. Goodbye!